Welcome, guys and girls. Rob, along with Keith, along with the whole jabronis. You're going to see them all in a second. We're here tonight to show you guys some, you know, let's first off, let's get everybody in here. Tim, Bob, Brian, Sean, Mike, Harris. And we may have some more join us here. We're hoping to have some more people here, and we got the invites out. We're going to tell you exactly who we think is going to win each and every division. And then on top of that, we have got Caesars. We have got Caesars odds for every team as of Sunday. So as of Sunday, these are the gambling odds of teams. And we'll talk about that every division as we go. We're going to start with the National League West tonight.
Rob, is sports betting legal in Virginia?
Sports betting is yes, it is, and it's
you lucky.
But we got this stuff from down in North
You guys are all lucky, man. We'll probably be the last state.
Everybody out there, who's ready for baseball? Who's ready
Well, let's just say I'm ready for another sport to come in
every day for baseball,
but I won't be all in for baseball season until the Stanley Cup final ends.
There you go.
When the Blue Jackets make
Definitely want to tell.
Personally, I'm ready for
they might win the Connor Bedard playoffs, not the regular playoffs.
Want to tell everybody out there to welcome to the channel. You hadn't seen our channel for a while, and we just wanted to let you know we have not gone away. We're going to show us a straight-on view of us now, where we can get my man Keith in. He's here with us for a few days. And
by the way, the Guy Fieri's restaurant at the casino down there, we ate the hell out of that
place. So Guy Fieri's, we hit it hard.
Fieri,
yeah.
I watched your Liberty basketball team yesterday or the other day.
Yeah, Saturday. Wisconsin. They played pretty well against Wisconsin, but before that game started, a guy in the crowd said, "I just put $2,000 on Wisconsin."
Oh Lord!
Wisconsin was giving up 3.5 points.
Yeah,
they won by 4, and they covered for 1,800 for him. So my man pulled an extra 1,800 out the hat there. I was like, if they would have missed one free throw in that last minute,
yeah, it was a good game. That wasn't a bad game.
My man,
you know what, though, Rob?
$10 to $100 on all those games.
My man Keith bet 3 games. He bet. Now your losing game was you bet
Kentucky because I brain farted. I meant to go with Connecticut, and I would have won that one.
He bet on the Minnesota Wild and gave up a goal and a half, and they won by 2 over Washington. And then you bet on Fairleigh Dickinson
against Florida.
You bet on Fairleigh. God bless you.
Oh man.
Florida Atlantic gave up 15.5 points to Fairleigh Dickinson. He said, "I'm jumping on that." So he jumped on it. They only beat him by 8, so he won. Now Rob was
Rob
a
took
little
a bath.
Oh well, Rob lost $4. Let me tell you how. I've done in NASCAR.
That would be me.
I went in the NASCAR route. I took this guy named B.J. McLeod and J.J. Gailey, and I gave up $2. And if either one of them would have won, I would have won $2,002. But
you should get paid just if either one of those two finished the race.
That's right. So let's go to the
McLeod got marked straight out of the thing.
Let's go to the National League West. And I don't know if everybody has filled out a bracket or filled out anything they think.
Nope.
But we'll go to Sean Armstrong first. National League West. How do you think they're going to finish, my friend?
We're going to do this first.
And then after that, we'll tell them what they think each team is going to win. We'll tell them that. So, Sean, who you liking?
Padres.
You liking the Padres?
I am.
How many wins you say they're going to get?
I think it's going to be 90.
90. And you think that'll win that division out west?
I think Dodgers are going to start imploding here pretty soon.
All right.
Really?
Who you like second place?
Dodgers.
You like the Dodgers?
They're just going to start slipping, yeah.
All right. Who you like for third place?
Hey,
You got the Rockies, you got the Snakes, and you got the Giants.
Giant.
like that.
You like your Giants third. And
Yeah.
then who you like fourth?
4, I'd take the Snakes.
Snakes, and then you like your Rockies last.
Yeah.
All right. After we all go through it, we're going to give you Caesars, what they're saying, what their over under is for every team in the West.
Okay.
Mike.
Yes, sir. Wins. I'm here.
National League West. Who do you like?
The National
Welcome,
League
Anthony.
West. Oh, you don't know. I've been. I'll tell you. I might go backwards this time. Colorado fifth. Colorado will be fifth. They have still no pitching. They still have an offense that is lackluster, and they just lost. They have Grandel Grichuk, their starting center fielder, is out, and Brandon Rogers may be done for the year. Okay, fourth.
All right.
Fourth, I have to say Arizona. Arizona is so weak. Their pitching, their starting pitching is what they need to work on. Okay, how do you have a starting pitching with Madison, 36-year-old Bumgarner as your ace, and four other starters? It's bad enough that their bullpen is led by Familia, ex-Met. Okay, because they lost.
Who
They
you
lost
like
their
third?
Third, I am going to go with the Padres. I think they overspent too much money. I bet Tatis is going to get hurt. I bet their pitching is going to fall apart again.
Well, he's already hurt, so he's going to at least miss the first part of the season.
That's the suspension. But the pitching staff, no thank you. Second, gotta go with the Giants. Giants, oh man, they've been bringing in everybody from every team to try and get a bullpen spot. And then the winner, of course, who's
Dodgers.
left?
Dodgers.
Yeah, the Dodgers.
And how many wins does this first place Dodgers team get?
97.
97 wins. All right. Harris, who you like out west? You can go from first to fifth or fifth to first. It does not matter.
We'll go fifth to first. Colorado, bottom feeder of the league. We know that. Arizona 4, San Diego 3, San Francisco 2. Dodgers win the division, 103 wins.
Wow.
3 wins. So you liking the Giants second this time?
Yes.
All right.
Me too.
Anthony, welcome, my friend. I didn't get a chance to say hello to you.
What's up, guys?
Fifth to first or first to fifth? You go for it.
I'll go first to fifth. I'm going to actually go with San Diego first. I think they have finally some good chemistry. Obviously, they have a loaded lineup. If their pitching holds up, they should take it. I think they will. Dodgers second. I like the Giants third. Not getting Judge was huge for both the Yankees and Giants. I think he would have been a difference maker. And then Arizona, they're still young. They'll probably be a fun team to watch, but they're fourth, and Colorado is a dumpster fire fifth.
Who did you have second, Padres or Giants?
No, Giants or the Dodgers.
Or
Dodgers second.
Dodgers, Giants, D-backs, and then Rockies.
Yeah.
Is that the way you went?
Yes, sir.
All right. Brian,
He's
welcome
right
to the
down.
channel, my friend.
I'll go from bottom to top. I got Colorado on the bottom. If they're going to get out of last place, Chris Bryant is going to have a healthy year. Arizona, I think, is fourth. They got Zach Gallen and Merrill Kelly at the top of the rotation. That's not too bad. They added
Not really.
and Longoria.
Who did we lose there?
Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Sean. Maybe Sean will make it back. We'll hope so. If he does, he'll still get his pick. All right. Who you liking third, Brian?
Third is like San Francisco. They added Haniger and Conforto, but they lose Rodon. And then 2 is I got the Dodgers. They added JD Martinez, but I think San Diego, with 3 potential MVP candidates, Tatis won't be back for a few weeks, middle April, because of the suspension. But Soto and Machado are definitely MVP candidates. And if those three guys have big years, San Diego's going to be tough to beat. Musgrove, I know, is injured, but he'll be back before long. So I got San Diego on top.
Anthony, I forgot to ask you, how many wins did Padres get?
94.
The other Anthony.
What other?
He didn't say 94, did he? It sounded
Yeah, he
like
did.
Mike said it.
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, damn, it sounded like Mike saying it. Oh, I did. Okay, Brian, how many wins do you have the Padres get?
I got the Padres at 96 and the Dodgers at 95.
Oh,
I think that's
okay.
going to be the best.
I mean, that
race.
close, huh?
Yeah.
Bob, who are you liking in this division?
Starting on the bottom,
Yeah.
I'm going with the Snakes.
D-backs, okay.
Oh, you're gonna put them last? Okay.
Wow.
Colorado would be above them.
No,
Then San Diego,
Padres
Wow,
third.
okay.
All
the
right.
Dodgers second, San Francisco first.
Wow, I liking the Giants.
Ooh.
Boy, oh boy, can they
You like the Giants, Bob? Wow.
88 wins.
88 wins
Okay.
the
Oh, you
division.
think-
Wow.
Part of it is the fact that you're not going to get 12 to 13 wins anymore against
Mhm.
each
You're
division.
gonna beat up.
Yeah.
You're gonna be. Yeah.
All right,
By the
Tim.
way, I'll save that
Oh.
for later. I'll save that for later.
Bottom feeders are the Rockies.
The Rockies, okay.
I'm going to go a little different. I'm going to say fourth place goes to the Giants.
Really?
Okay.
I
Okay.
just don't think that. I think the Diamondbacks have steadily improved the last 2 years,
All right.
and so I think that them getting and then they were only a 500 team last year. So if they go under 500, I think the Diamondbacks could. That's only it's a 7-game improvement for the Diamondbacks. So
Yeah.
So I'll go Diamondbacks third. The Padres can add all they want to, but they'll still finish second. I'll have the Dodgers winning the division, winning 96 games.
96. All right, Keith. Keith has got his stuff side by side with us right here. Let me give you come on, sit right here in the front right here where you can get the good view and you can take over.
All right.
All right, I'm going to start at the back, I guess, since that's what most of you did here. I'll go with the Rockies. That seems to be a majority pick there. I'm going with the Giants in fourth, too, Tim. Right, that's what I came up with today. Third, Diamondbacks, just like you. But then I'm actually going to put a little more faith in the Padres than you did and put the Dodgers in second. So I got the Padres winning the division
With
93 wins.
93 wins. All righty.
So
And
93.
let's see, I'll just use this camera over here. What the hell? I'll just do this. All right. There we go. I actually did mine, and he knows I did mine before we took off for the weekend. So I got my win for all the teams right here. Rockies, I think they're a train wreck. I really do. 100 loss team easily, or close to 100. Maybe not quite. I got them close to 100.
Well, if they dump Charlie Blackmon at the deadline, then they will definitely be a 100 loss team.
Yeah, probably so. I got the Giants fourth. I just don't see them pulling off. They won 90-some games 2 years ago. They're not that same team now. Plus, they're 2 years older, and they don't have Posey anymore. Diamondbacks, I really think this is a team that can improve greatly. I like them third. Hey, I'm with Tim. The Padres, Machado, I don't see that as a positive. I see it as a negative. I don't want him on my team, and now he's signed long-term. He has no incentive clause. He has nothing pushing him. I think San Diego does good if they make the playoffs, but I think they will. Dodgers win this division. I got them winning 94 games. I got, San Diego 92, Arizona 77, Giants 75, and Colorado 64. Now let's see. Let's go. Guys, Arizona 76.5 is what Caesars is telling us. The Dodgers. How about 94.5 over under there? San Francisco Giants. 500 team is what they're saying. 81 on the dot.
Okay.
Oh, what do we say? We don't give you Arizona. We hadn't give you San Diego yet. San Diego.
Let's see what they say.
They like them for 94 flat. A half game.
So basically, they're saying it's going to be the Dodgers and the Padres.
Colorado Rockies. 66 wins. So they don't think they're quite a 100-loss team. So that's the way they're looking with them. So that is the West. Let's go to the Central. We go back. We'll start with Mike. Well, we can start with Mike this time. Michael.
Oh, you want a speech, huh? Okay. Okay. We're gonna go backwards to forwards. Pittsburgh, no matter what they're doing, they are a freaking train wreck. They have the second cheapest owner in sports today. And they may have Andrew. The only reason to go see him this year is O'Neal Cruz and Andrew McCutchen. That's it. Okay. Fourth.
All right. So you like him fifth. How about fourth?
Fourth, I hate to say this. Cincinnati was on a high last year. And you know what happens when you go from a high?
Wait, whoa. You realize that their first 40 games, they were as bad as the 1899 Cleveland Spiders.
Yeah, right. But what happened in the second half of the season?
That you call that a high? I call that being rock bottom and having nowhere to go but up.
Like that's called 8 guys getting drunk. Is that the high you're talking about?
And not just drunk on Boone's Farm too.
And again, they already got the injury bug. They got four pitchers already injured, 2 starters, 2 relievers. Senzel is out. India's good, but they still got a bottom second stringers, so that's why they're fourth. Okay, in third, St. Louis. Okay,
wow,
St. Louis. 2 reasons. It's Yadier Molina and LP. They're gone.
Michael.
Red, he's wide open today. I like it. Who's going to come in second, Michael?
Who is going to come in second? Look,
I asked that to you. Now you going to ask me? No, I'm kidding with you.
No, the Cubs will come in second. They've improved on their starting pitching, and their offense looks better. So the winners of the division will be
the Brouhahas.
The Brouhahas.
That's right.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
And how many wins?
89.
89 wins the division. Harris Jessup. How do you like his Central?
I'm going Cincinnati 5th,
Okay.
Pittsburgh 4.
Okay.
Sorry, Michael, but St. Louis 3,
Okay.
That's what I said.
Chicago 2,
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee 1.
Right.
And Milwaukee wins.
Milwaukee wins it with 89 wins.
89 wins. Anthony.
I think if Pittsburgh and Cincinnati could combine their wins for the season, they take first place, but instead they're going to be Cincinnati's got a great farm system, probably one of the best in the majors, but nobody ready to step up. Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh. And like Mike said, the best reason to watch them is to see the farewell tour of McCutchen. I think the Cubs are a year away from contending. They spent some money, but I think they're going to come in third. So it'll be between St. Louis and Milwaukee. And St. Louis just has a consistent lineup. They play well together. I've got them winning it with 90 wins.
All right. You did have last place the Reds.
Pittsburgh, sorry. And Cincinnati.
Pittsburgh's last. Okay. All right. Brian, go for it, my friend.
Good call, Anthony.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati's the dregs of the National League, along with the Nationals. They'll be fifth with about 62 wins. I got Pittsburgh fourth. I have them for 74 wins. Although Pittsburgh might surprise because McCutcheon's back. Choi is playing the best baseball he's ever played, and Santana is kind of a sneaky, decent add to that team too. He brings a lot of discipline and power to the plate.
He's the
I got
Billy Bean.
Milwaukee.
He gets on base.
Yeah, Santana gets on base. All right,
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, I got third, 81 wins for them.
Really?
Yeah, they lost. They lose McCutcheon, they lose Wong, they lose Narvaez. That's three quality players. They still got their pitching, but I think they're going to come in third. I got Cubs second, 83 wins. Swanson, Bellinger, and Tyon are great ads. I think they're going to be good. St. Louis, I got first. At some point, the Cardinals first. At some point, they're going to age. And they may all get old at the same time. It could happen this year, but I think they got one more year left in them.
How many wins?
Let's see, St. Louis, I got 89.
89. 89 seems like to be a thing.
Remember,
Bob,
Shelby Miller's the fifth starter in
Bob,
Chicago.
how you liking them, Bob?
Well, me and my group here, Walter told me to go with the Pirates last.
Walter helped you out. Okay.
Yeah. The answer picked the Reds next.
Okay.
TT went with the Cubs,
All right.
and I'm going with the Cardinals winning with 87 and the Brewers in second.
All righty. Tim, so tell us what you got going on, my friend.
I got the Reds finishing dead last. Granted, they tied with the Pirates last year, but I think the Pirates will be in fourth. Oh boy, the second and third. All the Cardinals finishing third.
Okay.
Just Molina is a big loss in leadership, and plus, how is a new catcher going to call pitches?
Yeah.
I'll have the Cubs finishing second, and then I have the Brewers winning the division. I'll say 91 wins.
91 wins. All righty. And
I guess that brings up me.
that's you.
I'm sorry. I got one thing I should say.
Go for it, Brian.
Molina's gone, yes, but his last couple of years had not been very good. And Wilson Contreras, who they replaced him with, is an outstanding catcher.
He
They're
is.
not losing
Yeah.
anything there.
Yeah.
You're right. Floor is yours, my friend.
Okay. I'm looking at this, Brian. I'm
Keith, you got to move a little bit to the right if you can.
There you go.
There you go, right there.
All
Perfect.
right, so far.
Friends, Romans, countrymen. I'm sorry.
all right. My predictions, Brian. I'm right with you. I got the Reds last, Pirates in fourth. I've got the Brewers third, the Cubs in second. I got the Cardinals winning it with 92 victories.
All right. Maybe swap her up. I'll just swap up here. You ain't gonna move. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I guess this will work. Look, Pittsburgh's gonna be Pittsburgh, man. You know, if your owner is a trash dump, you ain't gonna get out of it. You can't pay your way out of it if you're not willing to. 63 wins. Nobody in this division is gonna lose 100 games. I can't believe it, but Pittsburgh's last. Cincinnati, Joey Votto's probably last year, 66 wins. Chicago, man, I just don't see Chicago getting over 500. 81. 81's it. St. Louis is St. Louis. They can pitch. 88 wins. I like it. But look, Milwaukee now, I think losing Kutch, it kind of gives them a refresher. I think they're going to go – they got to go younger and all. 91 wins. I got Milwaukee winning the division. Let's go with Caesars. Let's see what Caesar says about Pittsburgh. Caesars are like 67.5 wins for Pittsburgh. How about that?
Okay. All right.
Cincinnati, 66 on a dot. So they got them finishing last. Chicago, how about this? 82.5 wins for Chicago.
Yeah.
St. Louis, they got them down for 89.5. And do they have Milwaukee winning the division? No, they don't. 84.5 wins is all Milwaukee's getting from. So, that might be would be one of my bets I would take is Milwaukee 84.5. I think I'd go over on that. That's just me. Now,
Yeah.
And at the end, if you hear a team that really, really stands out to you guys, hold it to the side and say, well, if I was going to bet Caesars against that, that's what I would do. But hey, 84.5 right now and I like Milwaukee for 91. That's a lot of difference. So I probably would go over that. Let's go back to Mike. National League East. Have at it, my friend.
I'm having at it. The toughest division in baseball this year. Okay. I also say that
That's true.
Is it the
I
toughest
also
to
like
predict?
the idea that everybody is playing everybody. There's no favoritism or nothing. You're playing 3 games against this team, 3 games against that team, 3 games against I think it's going to be great. Anyway, let's start with number 5. Number 5 are the Washington Nationals. Washington tearing their whole freaking team apart. Just as bad as Daniel Snyder picking up his stuff and leaving without anybody knowing. Okay? Number 4, the Fish. I can say it for one simple reason. Derek Jeter is gone. Need I say more? Number 3. I had to think about it and think about it and think about it. But I'm going to say the New York Mutsies because they always find a way to have injuries in their pitching staff. Their pitching staff it can be wonderful, can be great, but on paper. Do you play games on paper? No. You right
I
now.
do.
We do.
I do.
There's some long people that question, man.
You got 5 guys in
We
there.
do it all the time.
You got 5
I can
guys
go pull
rolling their
my
eyes.
paper cards and pull my paper scorebook.
But you got Carlos Quintana's done for a while, and Eddie D is gone. So who did they pick up for Diaz? Tommy Hunter. Why? That's all I have to say on that. That's why the Mets are 3rd. Number 2.
That was awful,
I
man.
thought about it. The Braves always find a way to get pitching. The Braves always find a way to raise the right deal. I'm sorry, guys. I got to go with the Phillies at 2nd, and I'm going to take the Braves to win 98
Which is
games.
actually would be an improvement for the Phillies being a 2nd place team.
And you said Braves were 98 wins.
98.
All right. Harris.
Man, I almost agree with everything Michael said, but without detail, Washington, and I'm going to say they're only going to win 45 games.
Oh my goodness, that's like the
45. And that's only if they don't get a rainhouse tournament made up. Washington, Miami 4, Philadelphia 3, the Mets 2, and the Braves 1. Braves Mets go down the last day. 98 wins to win the division.
98 wins. Anthony.
We'll start last. So Washington, just a few years ago, they had Rendon, Harper, Soto.
Soto. Scherzer.
And they picked up some good prospects from the Padres, but that's not made up
Trey Turner.
lost by long shot. So definitely a 100 loss plus team. Miami, they've got some exciting young players. I like Jazz Chisholm down there. I think he's got a bright future, but they'll come in fourth. Third, between the Phillies and the Mets, I think the Mets will stay healthy enough to best the Phillies this year. And Atlanta, who is just solid top to bottom, takes the division with 97 wins.
Ooh. All right. Brian.
Washington Nationals, I think they won about 55 games in last place.
Okay.
I think Miami is going to be an improved team. They're a young team, and I think adding Segura as a veteran presence was a good move. And Cueto had a great year last year. They got him. Arias, they got the American League batting champion. I think Miami actually has a chance to surprise the Mets and come in third, but I'm picking them fourth. Mets seem to me they're disappointing every year. Something happens. I know they had a Verlander, but look at the quality pitching they've lost. DeGrom, Bassett, Walker, and now Diaz to the World Baseball Congress. If the Mets aren't careful, they might fall to fourth place.
Yeah.
I've got them third. Philadelphia second. I think they've improved their bullpen, and you're going to have a blast watching Trey Turner play. He's already out.
I agree. He's playing well in the Classic. So,
yes.
And so you like the Braves?
I like the Braves. Every year there's 100 or 200 win teams. I think this year it's the Braves. Fried and Strider are going to compete for the Cy Young Award. Acuna Jr. looks totally healthy and playing well. I know they lost Swanson, but this team is primed to come back for another big year.
Yeah, Larry.
How many wins?
100.
100. All right.
Hey, Larry.
Bob, have at it, my friend.
After a discussion on me and Kuhn, we've decided on the Nationals with 12 and a half wins.
12 and a half.
I want the
Hey,
over
Bob,
on that.
Bob, move that camera a little bit on each side. I want to see what you're drinking. All right, who comes in fourth?
Oh
my gosh.
Marlins will be fourth.
Okay.
The Mets will be third.
All right.
Phillies second.
Okay.
Braves with 101 wins.
I think Bob's had too much of this.
Tim, have at it, my friend.
It must sound like a broken record for last place. Yeah, it's the Nationals.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. And I think the Marlins, I'll say, improve by 5 to 7 wins. So they'll get up to like 76. Third place, I'll go with the Phillies. They'll probably be competing for the last wild card. Second, I'll go with the Mets because, well, the Mets always find a way to do something wrong at the end of the season. And I am going with Brian here. The Braves for 100 wins.
All right.
And first,
All right, my friend.
hey Larry, what's going on?
It's all
Philip Reynolds,
Rush trying
hi.
to hit you.
Sean D, hi.
All right.
All right.
It's all you, Keith.
All right. Last place. No change for many of you. I got the Nationals. I wrote down 62 wins. I'm different here in the fourth spot than all the rest of you, though. I got the Mets finishing fourth, and I gave them, but I did get wins. I got the rest of this division finishing above 500. I got the Marlins finishing third with one more win. That's not a more than the Mets. I got the Braves in second.
Oh, I swear I did not put a gun to his head,
No,
folks.
he did
I did
not.
not put a gun to his head.
And I am going with the Phillies to win this division, 93 victories. I think it's going to be first and fourth. I think first and second.
Loud on the plane.
Phillies and Braves are going to fight for that. Third spot will be the Marlins and the Mets, and the Nationals challenge nobody except for the worst record in the league.
Rob,
I promise you guys, I did not threaten him.
I want to know what the hell he was smoking on the airplane.
Yeah, you told me you wouldn't take me back to
I
the airport.
I did not tell him I wouldn't take him back to the airport, and you'll see why in just a second.
I think the better question is what you put in that chili that you feed him, Rob.
Hey, look, I didn't pick them either. Washington.
And after what I did to his bathroom, he might not give it.
Washington, I got 50 wins for them. Miami, I'm with you guys. I really think Miami's an improved team. Now, I don't know how many wins they had last year, but I got 73.
67, I think.
And then the Mets, I got
69 for the Marlins last year.
69. Okay, I think they're better. The Mets, 88 wins. I'm scared. They're already falling off to the side.
And if they lose Verlander or Scherzer,
that could be it. Yeah, it could be. Philadelphia second. I got 93 wins for Philadelphia. I really think Trey Turner is a huge upgrade from what they had last year. He's just a big upgrade.
You mean Josh Harrison, who's on their bench?
And then they've got better bullpen than they've ever had in the last 15 years or 20 years. This is a decent bullpen in Philadelphia. Atlanta, who am I talking with? Was it Bob or was it Tim said 101 wins? I like 101 wins. Now, folks, get your money ready because you will not believe Caesar's Sportsbook. Washington wins. And I'm not kidding you. 60 wins is what they got over under.
I can see that.
Okay. Okay.
I think their business is that every team usually wins 60 games a year.
Yeah.
Miami's over under 75 and a half.
I think that's too
high.
high.
That's a good number, actually.
New York Mets.
That's too high.
How about this one? 92 and a half for the Mets is what they've got.
I think it's too high.
Philadelphia, they got them down for 89 and a half. And Atlanta, how about only 94 and a half? I'm a little surprised. But that's what Caesar's
lay
like.
that over and a Washington under, you make some money.
I really think if you went with the under with Washington, you got a heck of a chance of winning some money there. I really do. Michael, are you ready for the American League?
I'm always ready for the American League.
American League West. Let's go to the West.
Let's go to
the American League West, Mike. Go for it.
American League West. I just finished watching the Astros on TV.
Right. You go pick him last?
No, I'm not going to pick them last. I'll tell you though. Even though they have Mr. Trout and Mr. Ohtani, I'm sorry, guys. If you look at LAA's roster, it is horrible. They got Hunter Winthrop, Jared Walsh. My God, Jose Suarez, Aaron Loop. These are like second-rate people. The LAA
second-rate
people. Not just players, they suck as humans.
Holy cow!
You do know.
Here, they got their rotation is Ohtani, Sandoval, Suarez, Reed Detmers, Tyler Anderson, who's supposedly a gem, and Tucker Davidson from the Braves. Tell me how good of a pitching staff that is. Okay, LAA number 5.
All right.
Number 4. See, everybody else is going to go with this team at number 4. I think the Angels are going to finish 5th, and I think the Oakland Athletics will have more wins than the Angels. Okay.
All right.
Oakland soon to be Las Vegas, whatever they want to change their name to. Number 3 is going to be the Texas Rangers. Rangers are improving. They play in a dome. They've got 5 pitchers that everybody knows their names.
I don't know their names.
God. They got 5 pitchers that everybody knows their names. And even Dane Dunning is in the bullpen. They already announced that today. Number 2, of course, is Seattle. Seattle is a team that scares me. They're a good team. They really, really are, especially playing in that in that Northwest. The only thing I wish the Mariners would draw more fans. Oh my God, they draw maybe 20,000 a game for a decent team. No thanks. And of course, the Houston Astros win the division. How many
Really?
wins? 95.
95. Harris, have at it, my friend. 5th place.
You know, there's only one team that Oakland's going to have more wins than, and that's Washington. So Oakland's definitely going to be 5.
Okay.
I almost agree with Michael. Los Angeles could be that bad,
They are
but
bad.
I'll put the Angels at 4.
All right.
The Rangers will go 3.
Okay.
I hate agreeing with him. Seattle's got to go 2.
You
Houston's
hate
gotta go
agreeing
1.
with me. Why? Because I make sense?
At
No,
times.
because there's no other option sometimes.
Yeah, that's just there's not another option right now.
How many wins he good for?
98.
All right. Anthony, have at it.
So I just got a text from Michael's favorite football player, Joe Burrow, with the Sox. And he wanted me to remind Michael that Oakland also plays in this division along with California. And because
It's not
Oakland doesn't draw as
California.
much. Huh?
It's not California. It's
not
LAA.
California.
Los
Oh, he's called
Angeles.
him LA.
So because
Wow.
Oakland rivals to outdraw most of the WNBA teams, they're playing for a spot in Vegas. They come in
Yeah.
5th. Texas, they added 3 good pitchers, DeGrom, Eovaldi, and Heaney, but they all have had injury issues. If they
Not DeGrom.
are all, not DeGrom. If they're all healthy, they could make a move, but I think they're going to finish 4th. Los Angeles will come in 3rd. They'll go as far as Trout and Ohtani take them as long as they stay healthy. Seattle, I agree with the consensus. They're a good young team, solid lineup. They've 2nd, and Houston, who added Abreu. They have some pitching concerns with Kohlers with his elbow, but I think they still win 98 games and the division.
No
All right, Ryan, have at it, my friend.
Can anybody name 3 or 4 players on the Oakland A's team?
Me.
I can't.
You don't play on that team, Mike. No, he's
I think
wrong.
the A's would be challenged to win AAA, actually. My 4th team is the Angels, but they could come in 3rd. Hunter Renfroe and Brandon Drury, they do have some power. Drury coming over from San Diego. They added Urshela. He's a good player. And Ohtani's in a contact year, so he may even have his best year yet, and it's been pretty spectacular so far. So I got the Angels at 4th at 78 wins.
Okay.
I'm assuming DeGrom and Eovaldi and Heaney will stay healthy along with Corey Seager. And I got Texas at 82 wins, but if those guys don't stay healthy, they'll fall below the Angels. Seattle, I think, is going to be a top-tier team. I got them at 94 wins. I don't know if Teoscar Hernandez will find hitting in Safeco as easy as it is to hit in Toronto. But he's a good player. They got Wong. They got Pollock. They made some adds to an already good team. And Ty Francis for real at first base. They got pitching as well. So I got 94 wins for Seattle and only 95 wins for Houston.
Wow.
They added Jose Abreu. I think Abreu's still got some stuff left. He's a great clubhouse guy. I know Altuve will be out. I don't know how long he's going to be out with a broken hand.
They said a broken thumb, and they said it's probably going to be 3rd week of May now, is what they're saying.
Yeah,
that's about
6
7
weeks.
or 8 weeks. Yeah.
6 to 8 playing weeks. So it's probably going to be 7, 8 weeks. Normally a finger, man, if you don't let it heal, it's going to be a nagging injury all year long. It really will.
Yeah.
But
Did he
he's
get
still
hurt
the type of
swinging
player
or-
who's nice to have around in the locker room, even though he's not playing.
Oh, yeah, he's good
Did
to
he
have.
get hurt swinging or
Oh
catching?
no, he got hit. He got hit by a
Hit by a
pitch.
pitch.
Hit by
Yeah,
pitch. I figured.
yeah. All right. So Brian says, what did you say? 95 wins for the Astros?
He did.
All right. Bob, tell us what Walter's Looking Glass says for hit this division.
Walter says, "You all guys are crazy."
Oh, something we don't know.
Yeah.
We're going with, or he is going with Oakland last,
All right.
Rangers fourth,
Okay.
Angels third,
Okay.
Astros second,
Whoa, boy, oh boy. That's
That's okay, because I know
God,
he's
and
gonna
the Mariners first with 93.
all
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
like that.
And Tim. Go for it, Tim.
Well, I think the mostly consensus is true with these being the worst team, and in fact, they might barely outdraw a WNBA team.
Not an MLS team?
No, because let's see here. Sadly, the Angels and the Rangers only finished 5 wins apart, so I guess I'll go with the Angels to finish 4th, only because of pitching. The Rangers will finish ahead of them. The Mariners will finish 2nd because the Astros are still good because they keep coming up with young players to fill in that you probably never heard of, but will probably make an impact. 99 wins.
99 wins. All right.
99.
All right, bud. Have at
All
it.
right. Well, looking at people's predictions so far, I'm seeing that it's Anthony this time that I'm agreeing as far as the order. It's Athletics last. Rangers I've got in 4th. Angels in 3rd. Mariners in 2nd. And of course the Astros then in 1st with 92. I've got 92 wins for them.
Dave?
Oops, well, it was Dave.
There he was.
Get his prediction.
I was here. Hi.
Oh, there we go.
got it.
Hey,
Welcome,
Hi,
Dave.
Dave.
Welcome, Dave.
Welcome. How you doing, guys?
What's up, part time?
I'm sorry. I'm late.
Oh, you're missing excitement.
Well,
galore.
part time. Just call me part time.
All right. American League West.
I know. I heard. It sounds really exciting.
I've got the A's. I got the A's losing 110 games. 52
Oh my
wins. I really don't think they're good. The Angels 74 wins. I don't care. I don't care if Ohtani wins 20 games and hits 50 home runs and Trout hits 50 home runs. Who the heck's going to pitch the other 4 days? Nobody. They ain't got nobody.
Yeah.
I can go out there and pitch. The Rangers. This is a team that scares me. I got them at 77 wins, but if they get good pitching, they could win as many as 85. They really could. Seattle, I got them at 92 wins, but they're only an injury or 2 away from the Astros. I think they could catch the Astros this year, but I like that pickup, like y'all said about Houston. 99 wins is what I've got them for. I really, really think that Astros team is the real deal in the American League. I think they're the best team in the American League. Let's see what Caesars has for us. Houston has 96 wins. Seattle, 88 wins. That's what they got.
Ooh,
Texas.
got them on a downslide this year.
Texas. How about this one? 81.5 for Texas.
Finally.
LA Angels, 81.5. And Oakland, 59.5. So right now,
Okay,
So I
they're
think
the worst.
LA
They got them down as the worst team in baseball,
Oakland's terrible.
including the Washington Nationals. All right. We'll pick up Dave for the Central this time, but Mike,
Oh, I start the wonderful Central Division.
American
Okay.
League Central, have at it. Yep.
The Central, very boring. But there's some interesting things that I saw. The 5th place team there, and I'm sorry, no matter how much they're trying to improve with these players, it's going to be Kansas City. The Royals are terrible. They're not terrible. They're going to be the best last place team in baseball. You know, you got Bobby Witt, you got Sal Perez, you got Melendez, but their problem again, Jordan Lyles, Brady Singer, Ryan Yarbrough, Zach the 50-mile-an-hour curveball, Greinke, and Brian Keller. Okay, tell me what team is going to stop. Tell me what team is going to have problems with that pitching. Kansas City will be 5th. 4th place is going to be Minnesota. Minnesota, did you know they brought almost 80 people to camp? They were looking for everybody. Oh, you should see the players that are left out there. There's a lot of names that are second string names, okay? You got the great Chance Cisco, Ryan Lamar, Tony Walters. They're all trying out to get a spot for the team. What are you trying to tell me, okay? That you're bad. Brian Buxton is one injury away from being done for the season, as usual.
With everybody else.
What about everybody else?
We're all one injury away.
The only name that I like on Minnesota this year is Joe Ryan. I think he's going to be a star. The pitcher.
3rd place.
3rd place. I'm going to go with the White Sox. I think the White Sox are going to kind of have a little bit of a letdown. They had a great year, but I think there's going to be a letdown in their team, especially thank goodness Mike Clevenger didn't get himself into trouble. Because if he had gotten into trouble, that would have hurt the starting pitching staff. So the White Sox are going to finish 3rd. Cleveland is improving, Tim. They got a great closer in Clase. They got Savali. They got McKenzie. They got Quantrill. They got some good pitching out there. Ramirez at 3rd. Miles Straw in the outfield. It's the only bad thing about it is they got Cam Gallagher and Zach Collins as their catchers. Whoa.
The Guardians catchers?
Yes.
Did you forget about them signing Mike Zunino?
Yeah, he's the starter, but now they got on my bench, they got Zach Collins and Cam Gallagher.
I have no worries about backup catcher when they're only going to play 50 games a year. No worries. But go ahead.
I don't know why I'm saying this next phrase.
That makes sense, yeah.
But I think the Tigers have a chance to win this division.
Wow. All right.
I really do.
Tigers.
The Tigers.
And
Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson.
His glass is officially empty, folks. I am telling you. All right. Have at it, Harris.
Well, wait.
I gotta say, Detroit's gonna win with 86 wins.
Okay, Tigers first.
Yeah.
The sad thing in this division, you can have all 5 teams at 81 wins or less. Worst team in baseball this year by far. Worst division. All right, we're going to go Detroit 5.
Detroit 5th.
Detroit 5.
All right.
Chicago 4.
He made Mike mad. He left.
No, I'm here. I'm just thinking. I'm just looking at something.
The Royals 3rd.
Cleveland 2.
Hold on, Harris. Did you say Royals?
KC
we lost
3.
Bob. Okay. Yeah, Royals
KC
3rd.
3, nice.
2nd.
Cleveland 2.
Cleveland
Minnesota
2.
wins the division.
I just hope the Cleveland draws fans.
Not going to happen, probably.
Not Indians, Guardians. Yeah. All right. He's got Minnesota Twins winning it.
With how many wins?
84 wins.
Okay.
What we got? What did he put up? Michael Peterson's what?
Oh, there's
you can almost think that says Michael Peterson's bitch,
There's
but it
Walter.
says
Hi,
Michael
Walter.
Peterson's biggest fan, actually.
All right.
Sorry,
Anthony,
I hit the
Tell
wrong
us why.
button.
Tell us why Mike is exactly right.
All right, so Kansas City, they're going to come in fifth. They've got some good young pieces: Witt, Melendez, Pasquantino, but their rotation is probably worse than some beer league softball rotations. So Detroit, same thing. That Javier Baez trade really worked out well for them. The contract. And it's a shame. They got good young players too, but they're fourth. Chicago White Sox, even though they lost to Abreu, I think they're still good enough. And again, to me, this is the most competitive division in baseball, but it's also the worst. So that's not very a compliment. Sox come in third. Cleveland and Minnesota, they're going to battle for the division. I think Minnesota, if Lopez, Molly, and Sonny Gray, they're all really good starters if they are on their games. I think that is the difference. Minnesota wins the division with 85 wins.
All righty. Dave, you want to have in with us? Or?
Well, I haven't really studied. I didn't know there was going to be a test.
All right.
But I could give you my opinion on what I think.
All right. Go for it.
Okay. I don't really know the players either.
Well, just
I know Sonny Gray.
the teams and their records. That's it.
Last
Teams
play.
in the records.
Or
last place.
The first.
I'll have to
last
say
place,
the
first place.
Royals. The Royals in
Royals?
last place. Yeah.
Okay.
And then what do you hit? We have Minnesota, Cleveland. We have White Sox. We have
Tigers.
the
Tigers.
Tigers.
And the Tigers.
I'm gonna say White Sox be fourth,
Okay.
and then the Tigers third,
Uh-huh.
and then again Cleveland, Minnesota, I believe would be the top. I'm gonna say that Cleveland wins.
All right.
Cleveland wins with 86 wins.
86. All right.
Yeah.
Bob, you got flip flop, so you can go next, Bob.
Okay, yeah, I hit the wrong button. Turned you off.
That's all right.
We
Fifth
are going with the Kitty Cats last.
Okay.
Okay.
The Royals fourth. The Twins third. Sox second, and Clayton's going to win with 86.
White Sox. And then he's got Cleveland winning with 80. You say 86?
86.
86. Brian, go for it, my friend.
I've got Detroit last. I watched them today play the Yankees. Spencer Turnbull pitched really well. I think he might be their best player. They got a good manager, but I think they're
Who won that game?
Yankees.
Yankees good.
Fourth, I got Kansas City. They added Lyles and Yarborough, Greinke. They'll give them some innings, but I think the position players will take a step forward. I think they'll win about 77 games this year. Third, I got Minnesota. I'm not that impressed with what they've done this offseason. They added Correa. They have a fairly solid pitching rotation. And Kepler looks pretty good this spring, but they lose Arias. And then second, I've got the White Sox. I'm kind of excited about their new manager. Pedro Grifol had been with the Royals for a long time. He's a quality coach. I think he'll help the Sox. If DeGrom gets hurt, Dylan Cease has a chance to win the Cy Young Award. And Andrew Benintendi, I'm a big fan of his. They added him, and he'll help that team too. I think the White Sox will win about 85 games. And I've got the Guardians winning 86 and coming in first place. They have a quality rotation. I mean, people knock this division, but Cleveland may show up with pitchers.
How many wins?
Cleveland, 86.
All right, Tim, have at it.
Oh, yeah, last place is going to be maybe as competitive as the top part of the division. Only because the Royals will probably fight for it more. I'll say the Motor City Kitties finished last. The Royals,
I love that. I call them the Tigers.
Royals finished fourth. All the White Sox finishing third. Abreu losing him is, I don't like what the White Sox have for hitting. I'll say the Twins finish second because they usually they're on an every other year thing where when you don't expect them to do well, they'll pull something out of the hat. But I still think that the Guardians will finish first. I'll say 90 wins. That's actually what I picked for them. I said 86 wins last year for them. But
All right.
I'll say 90 wins.
All right. Have it, Keith.
Okay. I've got the Royals finishing last. Am I in the middle here? All right.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Tigers fourth. White Sox first. There was
White Sox. You mean third?
third.
The other third.
I was thinking ahead to my next sentence. I considered putting them first for a moment until I started looking at the rosters a little more closely, the depth charts, and although they're pitching, I think could, if Giolito ever turns into a real solid pitcher from start to end, maybe have a chance. But I'm a little worried about their starting pitching. Twins, I've got second, and first, like most of us here, I got the Guardians, and I've given them 89. So 89 victories for Cleveland.
All righty. Yeah, the Royals, man. I'll tell you what, I love to root for the Royals, but when you lose Whit Merrifield, it hurts.
Yeah.
62 wins is all I got him for. Detroit, they're going to scratch and claw. I think he gets 69 wins. I'm not high on Guardians. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I got them finishing third, 81 wins. I don't think they're the greatest team. I think the White Sox are going to get better losing a Brady. I really do. I think they're going to be a better team, 85, 86 wins. I got the White Sox. Minnesota this year, it's time for them to win. It's time for them to win. 89 wins is all I've got them winning, but I got them winning the division. Let's go back and look. Kansas City. What does Caesars like about Kansas City?
Not much.
Well, they like them for 68 and a half wins. They do. They like Kansas City for 68 and a half wins.
Yeah, they do. I see that.
Detroit.
Wow.
69 and a half wins. Cleveland. They like them better than me. 87 and a half wins. The White Sox. 82 and a half wins. And Minnesota, 83 and a half wins. So they've got them clearly winning that division. And finally, let's
division could go 81 wins or less.
Rob, for a quick update for the World Baseball Classic, it is 1-1 in the bottom of the second.
Cool.
Okay, good.
We are ready to go to Harris. Harris,
What?
the National League East. I mean, I'm talking about the American League. The other league East.
Oh, we're not
The other
starting with
East.
Michael this time?
Nope.
You can go first because we got you switched all around. Y'all been jumping around like
All right.
crazy people. So Harris can go first.
I am going to go Boston 5,
Boston 5.
Baltimore 4,
Okay.
Tampa Bay will be 3,
All right.
the Bronx Bombers will be 2, and the Blue Jays will win the division with 95 wins.
All right. Toronto with 95. Anthony.
I agree with Harris to a point. Definitely Boston. They obviously lost Bogarts. The people they brought in, Justin Turner, Ishida, really Corey Kluber, not going to make a difference, I don't think, and that's a very solid division. Baltimore finishes 4th. They have a good young team with Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, Cedric Mullins, etc. And I think they're actually a year or two away from being a playoff team if they get together. Tampa Bay, they really didn't make any splashes this offseason, and I think the way they play only gets them so far. So they're a solid 3rd-place team, still a winning record. And last year I picked my Yankees to finish 2nd because I was worried about the pitching. Going into this season, I wasn't worried. And of course, as I'm thinking that Rodon's going to start the season on the DL, but I think they have enough. Their top four is as good a rotation as any rotation in baseball with Colin Cortez. So I think the Yankees edge the Blue Jays in a very close battle. They win the division with 96 wins. I have Toronto with 94, 95.
Right, Dave, tell us all about it. Who you like?
Well,
Bottom to top, East.
I think. Let's see. The bottom would be Boston. Sadly, it's terrible Boston. I have a lot of Boston fans in my family. I'm a New York fan, but I have a lot of Boston
Sorry.
fans, and they're all so upset at the way Boston front office has been handling this. Anyway, they're last. I don't know if they'll get 50 wins.
No, they'll get more than that. I think
I think they'll get more than that. 59,
I mean, no,
But-
they'll be in the I think they'll be in the 70s.
60s, 70 range. You think? Okay, all right. Well, they're last anyway, and second to last, I'm gonna put Tampa Bay, second to last, and then third would be who else have we got?
Yeah, Baltimore,
Yeah,
Yankees, and the
Baltimore,
Blue Jays.
Toronto, and New York.
Toronto would be third, I think, and then Baltimore. I think Baltimore is going to be second, and then of course the Yankees first.
All right. How many wins?
I think the Yankees can win 97 games.
All right. Bob, have at it, my friend.
We're going to go with Boston on the bottom. Wait a minute. Boston on the bottom.
Boston.
Tampa Bay fourth. Baltimore third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
The Yankees second. Toronto first with 93.
93.
All right. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Mike, have at it.
Yo, have at it. Well, this team season started with Trevor Story going on the DL. Now they got 5 other players on the DL, including 2 pitchers. Boston, you better soak in your beer because it's going to be a long season for you Red Sox fans. Boston 5th. Tampa Bay again didn't make really much improvement, and I think they're going to keep still on that 1-2 inning starting pitching thing, but I think most teams have figured it out already. Tampa Bay goes 4th. 3rd, Baltimore. Baltimore is an improving team. If they can get a front line starting pitcher, that might help them better because their offense is very good. So the Orioles 3rd. And of course, it's tough because the Blue Jays have made some improvements to their field and it makes it smaller. So it might mean more homers are going to be hit. And since Toronto plays 81 games at home, they have the chance to do that. But they're only going to finish second. The Yankees, even though they have 6 pitchers already on the DL, 6, and
Sheesh.
2 starters, 1 starting player and 1 catcher. But it's good enough for the Yankees to win the division. Are they going to win the division? Yes. How many games are they going to win? 95.
95. Brian.
I've got Boston in 5th place with 74 wins. I think Yoshida has a shot to be a rookie of the year. I think he'll hit in the major leagues. Not as well as he did in Japan, but I think he'll hit. Boston just sent away half their team. I mean, Bogarts, Evaldi, Martinez is gone. And,
Terrible.
you know, how they going to survive that, I don't know.
Bogarts
I got
is-
Baltimore 4th with 80 wins. Solid team, but they still need more pitching. Tampa Bay is 3rd. I can't explain it every year, but Tampa Bay comes up with a winning team. Rosarina's playing good in the Classic. They did add Eflin to the pitching staff. Number 2, I got Toronto number 2. They didn't add much, Brandon Belt, but I think Bichette's the kind of guy that's going to win a batting title someday, and this year might be it. And Guerrero at first base will probably have a better year than he had last year. I got the Yankees in first place because I think their pitching overall is better than Toronto's. Rodon started throwing today, so he may not be out a real long time. I don't think Aaron Judge is going to hit 62 home runs this year. He kind of finished the year. They were attacking
I
him
think 50.
in the lower part of the strike zone, and he wasn't handling that very well in the playoffs.
But if he can't turn it around, I think 50 home runs. That's what I'm guessing.
I don't think he's going to even get 50. I think it's going to be like
I
high
think
30s
50.
for Judge.
Judge
If he
is probably
hits
going
it-
to get about 45. That's it.
45,
Oh,
you think? Yeah.
how many wins do you have the
We'll take
Yankees winning?
Yankees, I got 95.
95. Tim.
All right, so they're going to make a broken record for the last place team. I'm going to go with the Red Sox. Fourth, I think the Magic may finally run out, but I think that with fourth and third, it's going to be real close. I'll go with the Rays fourth, and I'm going to go with the Orioles third. Yeah, they kind of ran out of gas at the end of the season last year, but I think having full season for Rushman can make a big difference. I just don't see the Blue Jays handling, enough to. Let's see how well they play against not having to play Boston an extra 6 times, or maybe Baltimore an extra 6 times.
Or the Yankees an extra 6 times.
Well, that might be 6 more wins, but still it won't be enough to overtake the Yankees. And I'll take the Yankees to win the division 96 wins.
What? How about it, Keith?
All right. I'm kind of I picked the Red Sox to finish last too, but I'm kind of surprised everybody did up to this point. I figured at least one person would kind of have a little bit of hope or something that they might do a little better than that. As tempting as it is to take the Orioles a little higher than fourth with the way that they played the second half last year, I just couldn't find another team that I wanted to put them ahead of in my prediction here. So I ended up settling with fourth place for them. Rays, I still think they have enough to finish in the middle. Might not. They're always losing somebody, it seems like, but I think they still got enough to finish third. I'm going to, against, it seems like the Blue Jays are always one of those teams out there that people start to think, oh, they're going to win a division. They're going to win a division this year. This year they're going to do it. This year they're going to do it. I was tempted to do it last year, and they didn't quite get there. I'm going to do it again, though. Yankees, I'm going to pick to finish second, and I'm going to take a chance with the Blue Jays once again. 94 wins for Toronto.
Okay, good.
All right. Let's see. I'll just flip it. I'll just flip it over here.
And back to you at the desk.
Yeah. Homer here. I got to go with my homers, man. Look, I am not sold on the Orioles pitching side. I'm telling you, I think they are a double-A pitching staff. So are the Red Sox, but I think the Red Sox have Alex Verdugo, and they get some other players too. That's pretty good.
So you get the Orioles.
I got the Orioles finishing last. Yes, I do. I actually think Boston can win 80 games this year. I think it's going to be close anyway. It may not quite do it, but I got them finishing fourth. Tampa Bay, all they do is produce great players. They get rid of them at the midway point, and they take somebody else's good players, and they still are good. 86 wins, Tampa. All right. I know nobody's going to like this, but you know what? I'm with you. I think this is the year Toronto wins the division by 1 game. I get the Yankees winning 95 games, but I got Toronto winning 96 games. And I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be really, really tough to beat. Let's see what Caesars has for Baltimore. Yeah. Baltimore, they got them winning 78 games. Boston, they got them winning 77.5 games. That half game, I want to see them win that one. I don't know about that shit, but Tampa, Tampa, 89 wins. How about that?
Wow.
Stout,
Yeah.
boys and girls. Stout.
Yeah.
Jim Cash, baby.
New York Yankees, 94 wins over under. Toronto, 92 wins. All right. Let's go to Harris, your National League champion right now. Who wins the National League and represents the National League in the World Series? Harris.
Even though I went with the Dodgers, 100 wins plus, give me the Braves.
Atlanta. All right. Anthony.
I agree with Harris. I think the Braves have the most balanced team in the National League. I think they beat San Diego in the NLCS and go to the series.
All right. Dave.
And David, there's Dave. I'm gonna go for San Diego.
Dave.
I'm gonna go for San Diego
okay.
in this. Yeah, I'd like to see them up there.
All right. All right, Bob.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay. Mike.
Yeah, they always find a way. The Braves.
Brian.
I think it's going to be a great championship series between San Diego and Atlanta, and I think San Diego will pull it out, and they'll actually win the World Series.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
We'll come back to everybody who they think you'll win and all. Tim.
I'll join the Braves parade there.
Braves parade. Huh? Okay. Keith. Who are you liking?
I'm gonna shock everybody. Probably. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. Okay. You know what? The Phillies showed the Dodgers. The Phillies showed every team in the Cardinals. They showed the National League last year. Look, we're here. You got Trey Turner now. You got a better bullpen, and you got Taijuan Walker. I mean, he's a third or fourth starter. I understand that. They're a better team than they were last year. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not sure they don't have the best from 1 to 9 that out there to hit. I don't when they're healthy. I like Philadelphia to repeat going to the World Series this year. I really do as a wild card, but I think they do it. Harris, American League.
Hey, Clinton.
Same old thing. Houston.
Houston. All right. Anthony.
Hey, Clinton.
My head says Houston, but I'm going to go with my heart because I'm counting on the Yankees to have a healthy rotation come playoff time. And I'm going to think they're going to get back to the Fall Classic.
All right.
I'm manifesting that.
Dave.
I have to go with the Yankees as my favorite team, but I think Houston is going to be probably the real winner.
So which one?
It's odd for me to say, isn't it? But I think that New York. I want to go for New York, but I think Houston's going to win.
So you're going to pick Houston, okay?
Yeah.
Bob.
Seattle.
Seattle. Wow. Awesome.
D. Scott Howard would be very happy with you.
Mike.
YANKEES.
All
Yankees.
right. Yep.
All right.
Brian.
I got the Yankees. They're going to have a healthy year to do it, but if they do have a healthy year, they should win it.
All right. Tim.
You got Bob. First.
The only reason I'm going to take them, I'll go
We
with the
got Bob.
Yankees. I think they finally figure out the Astros this year.
Who did you pick?
You think so? Okay.
Yankees.
I'm going to watch. See.
Yankees. All right. Keith, all you, my friend.
Oh, yeah, Yankees are going to be tough.
Yeah.
I don't trust the Blue Jays too much. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Astros again.
All right.
Mm.
We got you.
Here.
There are three wild cards, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Three wild cards. Wow. Oh man. Wow, wowee. I'm going Toronto. I'm going Toronto to represent the American League. I think they're going to be tough. I think they're going to be a very, very tough team. We're going to see 96 wins, 95 wins. That's pulling, picking hairs, but I think they're
It's a
going to
good
win it.
pick. It's a good
The
pick.
American League.
Yeah.
Harris, your World Series winner is
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Anthony. Anthony was
I
frozen.
hate to have to agree with that, but I'm going Braves too.
Braves. Okay.
Braves.
Dave.
My little scenario says San Diego versus the Astros. I'm going to pick San Diego. I like San Diego.
San Diego. Bob.
Hot Atlanta.
Atlanta. Mike.
Oh no, you got to stay with the champions, Yankees.
Yankees. Brian.
I already said it. I think San Diego brings home their first trophy.
All right.
That's
San Diego.
cool. Yeah.
Tim.
San Diego.
I'll say for the first time in 14 years, the Yankees will bring home the World Series.
Yankees.
14 years. Wow.
Yeah,
Keith.
it's been a long time.
Yep, for the Yankees.
It's been a long
Tim said
time.
the Yankees, and you're going to say
I'm gonna go with the. Let's see. I got the Astros against the Cardinals. I'll go with the Astros to repeat.
all right. I'll go on the island then. I ain't scared to go on the island. Toronto.
Phillies.
Toronto
Toronto.
wins the World Series. They beat the
Oh.
teams. They beat them in 6, and I think they're going to be. I really think they're going to be a really good team this year. I'm taking nothing away against Atlanta. Atlanta, to me, is the best team out there. A sports book this year, World Series. Who's favored, guys? Who you think's favorite all the way across the board to win it all?
Houston.
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 It is Houston. Who's second?
Dodgers.
Braves.
The Dodgers.
Yankees.
Yankees.
Oh, really?
Yankees are second. The third team is the Dodgers.
Okay.
And the fourth team will make you choke and spit up 3 times.
Cleveland.
Really? Padres.
The Mutts.
The Mets. The
Hey!
Mets.
The Mets.
They are betting favorites above the Braves. They are betting
Wow.
favorites against the Braves right now.
Ooh.
The Padres, Phillies, Blue Jays, Mariners, and Cardinals. And
You're on Caesars, right?
yes,
Yeah.
and the 2
Caesars,
long
yeah.
shots. If you wanted 2 long shots right now for the World Series, they are
Pittsburgh.
Seattle.
no
San Diego.
Nationals.
Nationals
A's.
Pirates.
and the A's.
Oh, and the
A's.
A's.
The
Really?
Nationals and the A's, they will pay you a cool.
You have to if you
Bet-
bet,
if
bet
you bet-
100, you can win. Was it 30,000?
$30,000 on a $100 bet. So if you bet $10, you get $3,000.
Rob, can you do me a favor? I'll guess the Indians odds. Oh, sorry, Guardians odds. I'll go with plus 1,400.
Yeah, I don't like their chances. I don't like them.
And he said the Guardians. He guessed
Oh,
plus
go-
1,400.
1,400 for the Guardians, and oh wow, how about plus 3,000?
Plus 25.
Oh wow. Okay.
14 to 1.
Yeah,
No, they're 30 to 1.
30 to 1.
3 to 1. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm not disappointed with
they've got the futures for the NFL already out as far as who they think is going to the Super Bowl and everything already as well.
Badges.
Just,
Yeah, that's before we know where Rodgers is going. so-
guess what? They got them picked 4th place right now, the Packers. That's the way. No lie. That is Caesar Sportsbook right now. Guess who they got winning that division?
The Bears.
Central.
Lions.
The Lions. Lions,
Really?
Vikings, Bears, Packers. Yeah.
Lions are having a great
Sounds
offseason.
about right.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, and then plus they could get the defensive tackle that would really shore up that defensive line in the draft.
Well, I really believed when the Lions made that trade with the Rams that the Lions got the better of it back then, and I don't think that there's anything now that changes my mind on that.
Yeah.
Well, the Rams got what they wanted. They got a Super Bowl ring out of it. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They won it right off the bat, but now are they going to pay for it? That's
No.
what you got to worry about. Now, does anybody give up 2 number ones to get Lamar Jackson? Does anybody think they will?
No.
No.
Dwayne Martins, if you're watching this, no team is that stupid, Dwayne, unless we have to look for. And that's like Cleveland can't do it again. They don't have the picks to give up.
Yeah, they got the Groper.
If somebody does, it will be Minnesota.
No.
Could be.
No.
Any last thoughts, guys? MVPs.
It's a football season yet.
All right, I'll give a surprise. I'll give a dark horse Cy Young
I think
award
these
winner.
new rules are going to be helpful, and times are going to drop by 30 minutes.
All right. And
I agree with you there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Tim says
Corbin Burns for your dark horse Cy Young award winner.
That's my.
Brewers are going to win.
I picked him last year too. Yeah.
If they're going to win the division, he's going to have a big year.
Yeah, he's going to have to win close to 20 for him, I think.
I will say this. I think Ohtani. I'll say Trout wins the MVP for the American League, even on a fourth place team.
I think I saw where didn't Ohtani hit like 100 and something? I know Senga hit like over 100 miles an hour too. I think.
Yeah, he hit 102 the other day. Ohtani did when he was throwing. Now, questions for you guys. Anybody hit 50 home runs, and if so, how many and who? 50 home runs in either league.
53, Judge.
Judge says Mike.
I'm saying Judge will hit 50. That's what I said.
50. You think
48 max.
I think he'll hit 50.
48, huh?
48.
I think he'll.
Do you think anybody hits 50 this year?
Anybody does, it might be Schwarber to step up.
Schwarber might.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually like Reese Hoskins this year. I think Reese Hoskins hits 50.
Or somebody like Arenado or Goldschmidt.
He's in and Reese Hoskins in a contract year. I really think he might hit 50.
Well, with Toronto making their ballpark more hitter friendly, Vlad could too.
Yeah.
No, that's
20 win pitchers this year. Anybody going to win 20, or is the bullpen's going to play such a part?
Now, there's a few teams that are looking at 6-man rotations. That's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not going to be good.
early in their
Yeah.
games.
Wins.
Bullpens can give away.
You might
leads.
I think you're going to get one or
Christian
two.
Javier, 20 games.
That's what I was thinking of. The kid from the Astros
Yeah.
that was started the no-hitter game. Yeah.
Yep, and he will be the American League Cy Young.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you somebody I think that could win the American League Cy Young, and people are gonna probably say, "Oh, you idiot, Rob." DeGrom. I think DeGrom could go down in Texas and win 20 games down there.
DeGrom is going to get hurt
He
this
could.
week in the season. Guarantee it.
He could.
He's not
I
going
hope not.
to last to the All-Star break.
He
That's
may not.
right.
He may not. But if he can go,
If
he's going against players that haven't seen him pitch that much. And look,
He's
I really
the
like-
favorite on
I like the team.
FanDuel, Rob.
huh?
He's the favorite on FanDuel to win it, but
Yeah,
I
like his
I don't
chances,
think he
man.
stays
I really
healthy.
do. I wouldn't bet against him. And didn't they really get their lineup? Didn't they really help their lineup some this year, Texas? I was
Yeah, they
seeing
did.
3 or 4 players I think they got. And I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they're gonna blow the world away and win 89, 90 games. I don't think that can happen. But
they got
If
Clint
there
Frazier
is-
back.
if there is a surprise team out there, Harris, who is it? Surprise team.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Anthony.
I have to agree with that. I think they could maybe slide into the playoffs.
All right. Dave.
I think Baltimore too. The other team was the A's.
Yeah.
But Baltimore, even
All
more
right,
so. I
Bob.
think.
Who you think this year is a surprise team?
I'm gonna go on the train. Baltimore.
Mike.
The Texas Rangers.
Oh, okay. Now, Brian.
If there's a big surprise team, I think it's the Miami Marlins.
Okay. Tim.
Wow.
Well, the Chicago Cubs certainly got a lot of talent, and I think that should propel them to second. So I'll go with the Cubs.
My prediction was the Marlins.
Marlins, really?
I think the Diamondbacks could too, but they kind of were that team last year. So I'm gonna kind of.
I'm going against everybody, man. The Rays. I really think if the Rays line everything up, the Stars line up, they can win 90 games.
How about the surprise team the opposite way? The team that
everybody thinks is going to win, it's going to flop. Harris.
Okay, that's a good one.
The Yankees.
Oh, you really think the Yankees going to flop? Okay, Anthony. The team most everybody likes, but Anthony does not like is
Mets.
Mets. Okay, Dave.
At least we stay with New York.
Mets.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay,
Cleveland.
Bob.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay, Mike.
I agree. Minnesota.
All right, Brian.
I'm thinking of two teams. I think the Mets will disappoint big time, but if the Cardinals all get old at the same time, it could get ugly.
Yeah. Tim.
Oh, jeez.
At least I don't have.
I mean, do we want to say that the Angels will still disappoint in the wrong way, even with having the two best players in the league?
Right.
Sure, I'll go with the Angels again.
Well, let's see what the Angels are expecting. Let's see what they're expected. The Angels, they're expecting only 81.5 wins, so that's not a high expectation. So,
I mean, they only won 73 last year. If they win 68, then yeah, I guess it would be a disappointment.
Yeah, go for it, Keith.
I'm going to go and say that this one team that I think could actually kind of really stumble on itself and fall below 500 at least for 1 year, the Dodgers.
Really? Wow.
That would be nice if that happens.
And I'm going to stay in that division.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'll
I think the Padres can do it. I really think the Padres. I don't like their team. I really don't like their team at all.
You don't like them because you got Machado.
I don't think they're that good a team. Their team is not that great. Their pitching staff is not that great. They are not on paper. They're not as good as the Dodgers, and I think clubhouse wise they're worse. So I just think they're not a team. I don't really think they're a threat. If they went out here and lost 81 games and won 81, it wouldn't surprise me. It really would. Yeah, I think it could happen. They could win 93, 94. I picked them to win 92. I don't think they win the division. I still think they make it playoffs. But if they come out the gate, 2-12, wouldn't surprise me at all. Really would.
Twins probably got to be one of those teams. So that was kind of like my second one.
Yeah. Don't forget, Brian's channel and my channel. Brian is going to actually tell us, Brian, about the NFL draft in Kansas City and
April 27th is a Thursday night. The NFL draft is that night. It's right across the street from where I live. Our streets are going to be closed for about 3 weeks while they set up. And they're expecting something like 300,000 people coming.
Oh yeah,
for that draft.
Wow.
So they're going to have the NFL experience there. I'm going to try to get over there and get some video, and I'll set up a video camera from one of our balconies to overlook it.
Gotta meet Cynthia.
That block was very front of the Union Station in some places, but there's one spot that I think I can see the main stage from here. So yeah, we're going to do the show from here, and we're going to I'm already doing. I hope you're doing your homework. Trying to pick those picks. We got 10 minutes for each pick.
Yeah. So Brian is leading the charge. Go to his channel. I am going to be on his channel, but while I'm on his channel, I'm simulcasting. So I am actually going to have my own broadcast going on too. So some of the guys may not, if you don't watch Brian on your TV or something, you'll be here with us, and I'll be talking to Brian and talk to everybody that's a guest on my channel as well. So we're going to be simulcasting. So yes, if you get a chance, if you got YouTube, double up on it, and definitely.
I dare anybody to get Darren Rodgers on their channel.
Get Brian.
Yeah, I want to get Aaron Rodgers on my channel. Yeah,
and get our channel
and
as
ask him
well.
not to
You'll
go
be
to the
able to
Jets
hear
just
us.
this year.
And
Whatever next
you
year.
like to say, Brian has invited me to come on his channel, and I appreciate it.
The Jets were actually given pretty good odds on that.
Oh yeah,
Caesars.
Yeah, they are.
I think for their division.
yeah, the Jets.
Second place.
How far is Caesars from you?
Oh, it's 5 hours away.
Oh,
they got the Bills winning their division.
What's the west side?
AFC North, they've got. Who's going to win it, guys? Bengals, yeah.
Oh yeah, easily.
AFC South.
AFC what?
AFC South.
Jacksonville.
Yes, indeed. And AFC West.
Chiefs.
They got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
NFC East.
Cowboys.
The Giants.
Eagles running away with it, in fact.
Eagles.
Lions winning the North.
You mean
NFC South. NFC South.
NFC South? Detroit.
No,
Oh no,
it's the
that's
North.
They're in the North, Michael.
Carolina.
Detroit's a West
New
Coast.
Orleans.
Didn't you know this?
no. You said South, right? You didn't say
Yeah.
North?
The other
North
South.
is the
Oh, if it's the North, if it's the South, I gotta go with
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans now with the now they signed a
they got
quarterback.
Devontae Adams.
The
New Orleans.
betting
I kind of like
odds-
Carolina.
The betting odds have the Saints, followed by the Panthers, followed by the Falcons, followed by the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I can see that.
NFC West right now.
49ers.
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 49ers, Rams, Seahawks, and the Cardinals are a far, far distance back.
And they
So
got the Patriots last. And
they do have the
East.
yeah. It's Bills,
And,
Jets.
who they have in the North?
We'll place the
Detroit?
Dolphins.
North is Detroit, yeah.
AFC North was Bengals,
Detroit.
Ravens, Browns, Steelers last. And NFC North had the Lions, followed by the Vikings, followed by the Bears, followed by the Packers, finishing fourth.
Okay.
That's
I
what
think
No,
we
the
beat the Bears.
last game
That's,
of
that's if you
We
put your
got to beat
bet
the
in now.
Bears.
the last game of the regular season next year is going to be the Chiefs and Eagles.
Really? That's awesome. That's awesome. So, Brian,
Really?
I didn't even ask you. Are you okay if I do simulcast that night?
Yeah, there's StreamYard is now you can when you cast from StreamYard you can go to YouTube, but you can go to multiple channels also.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
you
And,
kinda need to look into that.
and I pay for StreamYard. That's the reason I can have 10.
Yeah, me
There's a
too.
lot of people that don't. You can only have 4 or 5. So
I can have 10.
you can't. Oh, wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
I've got
So-
the free version. I can have 6,
All right.
Rob.
So get in touch with us. Get in touch with us, and as always, we'll be around. That night it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Might be 6.
It's probably
Me,
6.
it's
It's going to
6.
be a long night.
It will be. All right. We'll start at least 15
Some
20
hours.
beforehand so we can get the number one pick.
Yeah, it's
I
a
think it's quarterback. I think it's a
3+ hour
quarterback.
show. I know that.
So it should be a lot of fun. All right.
Crap.
We're going to get out of here. Tim,
All
for Brian, for Mike, for Harris, for Anthony.
The direction
Sal,
What's anybody got a score update?
Yeah, I can get you one real quick.
Anthony, South.
2-1 Japan.
Fourth, he says.
Okay.
What is the score?
Gotta know my direction.
2-1 Japan.
Oh no!
Well,
Dave and Bob.
Anthony,
got-
how's your 2022 college football coming?
I actually just started working on it today.
Okay.
I'm doing the overall team ratings. It's not going to take as long as 2021. So
Very
Probably
good.
about a
Very
month.
cool.
If,
And
if
me-
you need any help with it, feel free to reach out. I have all time available during the day.
I might take you up
And-
on that.
We've been playing second season today,
Yeah.
and we had the Raiders 84 against the Rams 84. And
It's 28-17.
1984, you mean?
the Rams
1984?
1984 are beating the Raiders
Oh.
right now. Although your quarterback's what, on 4 interceptions?
Kemp sucks. But Eric Dickerson has got runs.
Yeah.
Keith, stay with the outside running game.
Yes.
Well, we're
We're
right now
rolling.
we're just
We're
rolling
rolling.
for it. But
Rolling.
if we do another game, we might do our.
Ah.
I just kind of wanted to see
So
how
we
the
got a
solitaire worked.
fourth quarter to go yet. 28-17. He's turned the ball over 6 times so far. So, and still winning 28-17.
So at least 4 times.
Two
Not five.
fumbles. Two
Yeah.
fumbles. Yeah, 2
Yeah,
fumbles.
Mark Wilson sucks too.
Hey,
Somebody-
Brian, I want to ask you a question, Brian. This is David. I
I
want to
got
ask you a
Kemp.
question
I got Kemp
about
as a
King of the
quarterback.
Hill.
You all
You're
have
King
a
of the
great,
Hill.
great rest of your
It's
night.
hard to find a team that wins some games to get ahead, doesn't it? They see, you seem to
Yeah, 3 is the
you
most.
know,
The
yeah.
team is 1.
be right.
Y'all have a great one.
I'm
We
waiting
will
for that
see you
one
guys
team
again
to
in
take
a
you some
month.
games. For
Next
you.
month, the 27th of April. Is that
Up
correct?
to 6 or
Brian?
7,
Yes.
though.
Yes.
You know.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Wonderful, guys.
All right.
Later, guys.
Take care.